I studied neuroscience at university.
Okay, is it related to IT or coding in general?
It's not. I had a bit of statistics in my course, which helped when I then wanted to do further studying to go into analytics. But it didn't count as one of the degrees that would allow me to just directly apply for an analytics job, which is why I had to do more studying to be able to apply. But it still gave me some of the skills that I needed to be able to study and apply.
And when you decided to apply for coding, did you think of you as a young woman that would be in the men world or no?
Yeah, I think a lot of the courses that I was applying for were actually really encouraging women to apply because they are underrepresented in the industry. But actually in some ways that gives women a good opportunity because a lot of companies and a lot of courses were willing to give bursaries for the studies and have special kind of career development programs aimed at women to help them progress and get into senior roles within tech.
So you feel it was opposite for you to have more access or opportunities?
I mean, it didn't make it easier, but it definitely wasn't harder. So the course that I did actually offered a bursary for women, so I essentially paid a little bit less than the guys did.
Right. And it was a mixed course, or it was just for women?
So even though it was a mixed course and even though they offered reduced payment for the women, there was still a lot more men on the course. So I think we were 7 girls and 23 guys.
It is in the UK?
It was in the US, in San Francisco.
Okay. And in Barcelona, how do you feel about coding, women in coding?
So in Barcelona, in my current job, I think there's a good, it's kind of even between male and female, but maybe more so in the junior roles and not so much in the senior roles. So I think there's still room for improvement in promoting women to the more senior levels.
Okay, you would say it's more men there, it's senior level?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and how for you was to, how did you decide to change your career?
I decided to change, I think I was in a role that was not very technical, admin heavy, and so I just kind of discovered this kind of world of analytics and thought that maybe it would be an interesting change for me. And then did a lot of research to try and figure out whether it was something that I would enjoy, because that was the thing that I was most scared about. I didn't know that much about it, so how would I know that I'm actually going to enjoy it if I start working in it? But there are so many free resources online that people can use, so you can just kind of start to learn the basics and practice and see how you're finding that and if you enjoy it. And then that was the first step for me that helped me realise that maybe I should go down that path.
And have you ever felt discriminated?
No, I haven't felt discriminated. I mean, when I joined my current team, it was definitely more men than women, but it was just in the numbers, like in the day-to-day, I haven't.
Current team in Barcelona?
Yeah.
And in general, the company you work for, Glovo, it has more male representatives? Or they try to maintain the gender balance?
I think there's a pretty good gender balance, gender equality in the company.
Oh, nice. And you ever had conflicts with men there, or mainly women, or how do you feel your integration there?
No, I haven't had any conflicts. I think there are definitely more men in the senior positions than there are women, but it hasn't, for me personally, caused any sort of conflicts or issues.
And do you have any advice for young women who would like to change their careers and go into coding?
Yeah, I would say just make use of anything free that you can find online, because there are so many really good structured courses that are a really good starting point, that will basically teach you from scratch. And then if you decide that you want to go and study this further, then there are some good full-time courses that you can do. And yeah, I mean, it always seems a lot harder when you don't know much about it, and it's a bit scary, but actually if you just start from the bottom and take it slowly, then yeah,
particularly difficult in Barcelona. Obviously, as someone foreign coming to Barcelona, there were some difficulties. So getting my social security number and everything sorted, like that was a little bit tricky. But the company have taken care of pretty much everything. So it's kind of done all through the company. And as far as teams are concerned, the team that I'm working for is a very international team. So the spoken language is English. Obviously, lots of people do speak Spanish as well, but generally